Hey everybody, Logan here. To round out the end of the year, I was looking back at some of the other videos that we've done on the channel over the last year, 2 years. I think it's been March, I think will be 2 years that we've been doing this channel. And 2020 has definitely been, interesting to say the least on videos we've been doing. So I looked back and I was seeing which ones were doing a little better than others, and saw an unboxing video. And then it struck me today as I was cleaning up, going through some cards, because as some of you may know, if you've been to redbandanagaming.com or my personal Instagram, I'm a fan of TCGs, trading card games, be it Magic is my biggest. I do like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's one that I collect mainly just for collecting's sake, and I'm a gaming fan, and that's the Final Fantasy TCG. So today, we are going to do another unboxing. Before I did one of the Cloud and Sephiroth Final Fantasy VII, I guess you could say they were like dual decks. In Magic, they were two decks to get people started, be able to play together. So these decks I've never opened. This is a starter deck from Final Fantasy VII, and this is from Final Fantasy XIV. These I bought at the end of last year, because these are the starter set 2019 decks. Never opened them. Didn't really plan on opening these, just wanted to keep them sealed. But there's no reason. The card game just isn't taking off in value. And I still buy packs whenever I can, when I can find them. They're really hard to find. They're not super expensive, but they still make them. It's just the demand for these cards aren't really the same. I got some recently when I was in Orlando the last few times. There's a store up there, Coliseum of Comics, that still sells them. And there's a comic book store near me that still sells some of them. It had the latest Opus, and I think we're on Opus 13. Don't quote me on that. I can't quite remember. But I did pick up a few packs here and there when I find them. They're usually anywhere from $4 to $6 a pack, depending on where you're getting them and all that other stuff. But these, you can still find these, because these were the last ones. I think they're anywhere from 12 to 15 bucks a starter deck. And every one of these starter decks, as you see, come with a theme for a Final Fantasy game. So, since I did the unboxing for the other ones, and that video seemed to do pretty well without any promotion or anything, I took that as, hey, guess you guys might want to see more. May not all be my subscribers, but if you do, hey, if you like this and you're not subscribed, click on that subscribe button. Let me know if you like the Final Fantasy card game, you want to see more of this on this channel, and I'll start doing more, because it technically is video game related, and it's about gaming. So, without any further ado, let's crack these open and see what's inside.
Welcome to Red Bandana Gaming, the channel where Logan will show you everything from gameplay to gear. Their crew is here to take you on a journey through every atmosphere. Releases to news, you don't have to choose. Red Bandana Gaming is here for you.
Alrighty. So we got the Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy XIV. Of course, we all know 7. 14 was the online game, still is. Let's take a look at the Final Fantasy VII one first. Now, I have opened this part because they don't come sealed. So, what does come sealed is you open these, and they come in these little plastic things, which a lot of TCGs do. Now, you have seals here. So, instead of tearing it, because I don't like to destroy the package, normally I just keep these in the package unless I'm going to actually play. And then I have a number of sleeves and stuff. Gives you a little lip just to pull up here. And now it comes with the playmat and the instructions. So, let's open up the playmat, and I'll show you. It actually gives you a little bit of, I guess you could say, a tutorial on how to play. Normally, what I tell people is just take a look at the official Final Fantasy TCG website, and they show you. Okay, because I have to zoom out, and this is very big. We'll not do that. So, get your instructions, show you about the different cards. They've added new cards since the beginning. They've added monster cards. And new Final Fantasy games. As you can see, this is what comes sealed. So the box does not, which I find it rather odd. Let's find the little pull tab. Is that the little pull tab? There we go. I don't want to damage the cards. Which I think I just did. Did I? Yeah, scratch the cards. Yep. Sorry, I'm just taking a closer look. Yeah, a little bit of scratch. Oh well. So, let's take a look. We got Tifa. I think a lot of these are from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Ooh, they're stuck together. They got this nice little... Because I've never opened them. Alright, let's put those down. The Barretts. Now, since Vincent wasn't in the game, they used older art. Now, these cards are much thicker than most other card stock on Magic, or especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh wow, they're all stuck together. Marlene! Now, you do have rarities down here. The C stands for common. There, the R stands for rare. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, having a little fight with these. S stands for starter, so these are ones that only come out in the starter deck. Oh. Wow, they are really stuck together. And now, yep. Okay, rare. I don't know if these have anything higher than the rare. Alright, let's put these back. Hold on a second. Woo, there you go, through the magic of editing. It's all cleaned up and back in the box. So I wanted to clean up the little mess here, and that wouldn't be fun to watch. Alright, so same thing, just popped it open. And we got, just like the other one, oh, whoops. A little tab in the top. Oh. I'm trying to see if I can do it without scratching the cards again. Alrighty. There we go. Had to use the knife just a little bit, slide it up under, and get it under there without scratching these cards this time. Alright, just like the other ones, these things are really stuck together. But if you look at the back, again, they're textured. This is better card stock than a lot of other card games. One that had a really good card stock was a game called Force of Will. which they still make it and still played, but very rarely do you actually find any stores, especially now in 2020, that carry it. So, but the card stock is fantastic, and that's why you see that that texture. So I think that's what causes it to stick a bit more. Let's move that. Oh, wow. Now, just like Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or any other TCG, you can still build your own decks based off of the other cards that you own and boosters and stuff. Now, each of them have different colors, just like, again, let's go back to Magic, but their elements, the crystal elements are different, and then you can pair them up with each other. Now, unlike Magic or Force of Will, there's no resource management. You discard cards and stuff like that in order to basically pay for the other cards you play. But that's a whole nother video. That's a whole tutorial thing. And honestly, it's not something I'll probably do just because I have nobody to play this game with. And again, in the horrendous world that is 2020, I can't even get together and play card games with a group of friends and stuff like that. Or at the card shop, my local TCG, which is still open, by the way, thank God. Gosetsu. Marauder. Now, the thing is, I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV in a while. I used to play it quite a bit with Lich online. But, yeah, I stopped paying the subscription, and then I just took a break for a while. I do want to go back, but I'm going to wait until I can get my hands on a PS5, put it on there because the loading times are horrendous. So I'll play it through backwards compatibility mode, if that's a possibility. So, it looks like a lot of these are just generic warrior classes. Or I should say jobs. I read warrior and that's why I said it, but jobs. And now, another thing you can see, depending on the game, it actually has the symbol for which Final Fantasy it comes from. So you don't have to stick, say you have the Final Fantasy XIV deck. Not every card in your deck has to be Final Fantasy XIV. It just makes it easier if they're the same element, and then they can work together. But you can have decks with characters from all kinds of different games. My Final Fantasy VIII deck had a splash of Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 in there as well, so that really isn't a big deal. There we go. Red Mage, Yatsuya. Yeah, this is they're all stuck together, so it's kind of hard. See, Bahamut from Theater Rhythm. See, rare, common. Now, like I was saying, since these starter decks don't have anything higher than rare values, you're not going to get anything super strong out of them, but sometimes you will get some pretty strong cards in the S variant version. You can get maybe a heroic, something that's normally a heroic rare. So you've got common, rare, heroic, legendary, and S means starter. Oh, wow. This makes me want to go back and play Final Fantasy XIV Online Dragoon. Alphanod. Summoner. He's horny, get it? Ha 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 ha. I always made fun of that. This is from Tactics. The Summoner Horn. Black Mage. Alice. Yep, common. Rama, common. So, yeah, you have your creatures just like you would in Magic. And then you have your summons, which I don't really know what to call those because they are creatures, but they're not. The summons don't have any abilities or defense points like the other characters do. I would say they're more like spells or something like that you would play in any of the games, like an instant or maybe a spell card mat in Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff like that. So they enhance what your creatures can do. So we're going to do the magic of cleaning. And there you go. Now all clean up and back in the box. So if you guys like this, give it a thumbs up. If you want me to do more of the Final Fantasy TCG videos, let me know. I will do those as I acquire packs. I will wait instead of opening when I normally do on the way home, or I usually do it as soon as I get in the car. Open the packs, because I'm one of those. As soon as I get it, I like to see what's in it. But as I get them, I can hold off, do a little pack opening on the channel. They're really hard to get boxes and they're kind of expensive. Maybe if I can pick some up on Amazon or online, or see what I can do, maybe I'll open some more on the channel, and maybe I'll just limit it to that. Again, tell me what you guys think. If you like seeing this, if you like seeing what's inside the Final Fantasy TCG, maybe you don't want to buy it or get into it, but you still think it's kind of cool and you like watching these videos, let me know. I do collect. Like I said, I'm a big fan of TCGs, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Force of Will, Final Fantasy. I have dabbled in like Transformers and Dragon Ball, but those I just had a little bit, and that's it, just because it interested me. I want to see what they were like. But my ones that I usually buy are Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Final Fantasy. Used to be Force of Will quite a bit, but like I said earlier in the video, it is what it is. But thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share that with this video with your friends who like Final Fantasy or who like the TCGs, want to see more of this, let me know. Again, that will really help. Hit that subscribe button. That will really help. And, you know, just tell me what you think if you want to see more of this, and then we'll do more here on Red Bandana Gaming. Remember to head on over to our website, redbandanagaming.com. Check out our Teespring, teespring.com/store/redbandanagaming. Link in the description below. Check it out right there. And thank you guys so much. Again, hit that subscribe button. I can't say that enough. We're growing. We really need this. Help us out. Thank you guys so very much. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.